Corner. We are back with Transmetropolitan. Here we go, guys. I know you've been wanting to. I know you've been wanting me to get back to this, and it's been a lot of shit happening with GOG dropping all the not safe for work games. It's been a mess. So I didn't expect that I was going to end up buying a bunch of them and promoting a bunch of them. So that happened, and now we're back to our normally scheduled programming. So let's go ahead and get started. There we go. Spider as we know and love him right there. 4. There's only one left, but 320 pages. We're going to be here a while. I wasn't a comic book kid. I didn't grow up on superheroes. I bought the occasional King Conan, but that was about it. It's kind of a rare book for somebody that's not into comics to buy. For me, it began in high school when someone told me that the comic came before the band. What? Me shocked. Me shocked? Yeah, it was a comic first, my goth friend. Oh, I said what? Me shocked. Yeah, it was a comic first, my goth friend. Love and Rockets? I checked. Yeah, with superheroes? Incredulous. Never read it. She ended the conversation, turned up her Walkman. So I tracked down a copy. I had never been in a comic book store till then. I saw the great spirit of Marquis hanging over those pages. I was hooked. Great characters, great tone, great spirit. Who said comics need superheroes? Enter Watchmen. A punk friend lent me his worn copy. He said the only rule is that you can read only one chapter a night. Lord knows it was hard not to read the whole thing in one sitting, but I followed the rules and took 12 nights. Famished now, I needed more. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, Ronin, Elektra, Swamp Thing. I dined for a while. Lots of dessert. But soon, the heyday of the late 80s, just like early hip-hop, started to dry up. The Hernandez brothers stopped printing. Miller produced his gems, but took his damn good time. Moore was a mystery. He seemed to disappear into one of his conspiracies. Every few months I'd wander the aisles of St. Mark's Comics or Forbidden Planet in its original, more grand location, searching for something. Something new, something breathtaking, wandering up and down. But there was nothing much. For years, nothing much. I started to lose interest. My trips to the comic book store became more and more rare. Then, after a bite in Koreatown, I stumbled upon Jim Hanley's Universe, a new comics emporium in the shadow of the Empire State Building. I entered, not expecting much, but hoping. And then I was eye to eye with some bald freak wearing a pair of 3D glasses and an Abe Lincoln hat and beard. The artwork was superb, clever, and sharp, the maniacal grin on the character interesting. Picked it up, flipped it open. From one word I got it. Profanity, anger, revolution, cynicism, drugs, cigarettes, truth, justice. Minus fair equals Spider Jerusalem. Attitude perfect, tattoos perfect, sidekicks perfect, his name perfect. He enters a gallery of classics, a true original. I await his new issue with little patience, but rumor has it this is the end? The end? It can't be. Our world needs Spider. Please, Warren. Please, Derek. Keep him coming. Have him kick Batman's ass. Have him knock up Wonder Woman. Break him into our world. Have him educate Bush on truth. Let him bring peace to the Middle East. Otherwise, I'd be forced to return to the Isles, famished, wandering up and down, hoping inspiration strikes this planet again. Darren Aronofsky, 2002. Okay. Back to Basics, written by Warren Ellis and pencils by Derek Robertson. Inks by Rodney Ramos, cover by Tim Bradstreet. Robert McX. Okay, or MCX, I don't know what that is. The Word newspaper's board of directors were blatantly pressured into firing him, but he was already gone. His apartment stormed by police, but he was already gone. The city's most brilliant, shameless journalist, Spider Jerusalem. Where is he? More after this. No comment. My daughter is a highly intelligent and extremely ethical woman. If she is working with Spider Jerusalem, then that speaks well of him. If she is in hiding with him, it doesn't matter what the reason is, it will be good. It will be the right thing to do. Shannon Yara was a stripper, and probably also a whore. She was excommunicated from my church for theological crimes difficult to describe on family feeds. She is considered an animal by my church, and it doesn't surprise me that Spider Jerusalem associates with such. I support free speech, obviously, but equally obviously, all things must be taken in moderation. This is something we need to strongly communicate to the media. Large mounds of human body waste found piled on Alan Schock's grave. Leaked report claims DNA testing links turds to missing writer. I'm a revival, Mary. President Callahan opens press conference with free speech control proposals. Ends it in discomfort. White House press corps using Spider Jerusalem's column as a slapstick. Don't be gone long, Spider. People here have shorter memories than ever before. End of a week of night shifts. Let's go and get my cock sucked. Woo, he's whistling. I can't whistle. Sorry, guys, but he's whistling. Wow. Damn. So much for that. G sanitize. ID trash can. What? He just became that guy. I have had a vision. It has been revealed to me by the secret chiefs of the world that I am sexier than Buddha and harder than Jesus. I cannot die. Right, you said. And I'm willing to test your vision by making you swallow both your shoes and then slamming your nuts in the door. Silence. I am immortal. They're all talking about me. I am gone, and yet I exercise more power over their lives than ever before. I cannot be destroyed. Moo-hoo-ha-ha. If I don't get something to eat soon, I will destroy you in order to make a sandwich out of you. Understand how desperate I must be to even conceive of this. Filthy assistants are weak. Filthy assistants could slap the life clean out of your pale, flabby body. Away, let me dress. We'll go to the Thai place on the corner. Come on, let's go look for cockroaches to hold off starvation until I get some clothes on. You seen the cockroaches in this place? We could live off one for a week. Thought the cat had put on weight. You bastards. You stupid, stupid bastards. All you've done is taken the restraints off me. And you can't take away what I've already said. All my work is in the stores and on the feeds, and you can't make it all unhappen. I cannot be destroyed. You can't kill me. Annabelle? Uh-oh. Okay. Man on black market used treatment drowns in own supernumerary penises. Let's try that again. Man on black market used treatment drowns in own supernumerary. I'm not really supernumerary. Let's go with numerary. I think numerary is the word we're looking for there. Man on black market used treatment drowns in own supernumerary penises. And in other news, the White House loses again. The Presidential Task Force for Cleaner Culture ordered to desist in attempts to blacklist Spider Jerusalem's work. In the space of 3 years, he invented himself 3 times, as the mad prophet returned as some cartoon infection of the culture, and as an avenged anger. Let's try that again. An angered avenger of the political system. We asked today, what will Spider Jerusalem come back as? Well, you know, that's all very well. Yeah, I know. Shut up, Randy. I hear you. Look, I know you're dying to stick it up Slatisha Kumato's streaming artificial gizmo. But I don't think we should do I hump it here too. Jerusalem's on the loose, man. What if he comes after us? Hey, Annabelle. Is that better? Thai food is always better. But we have a deal for you. You give us the money you borrowed from us for safekeeping back, so we can eat 3 times a day, or we cover your head in gecko meat and hold the cat to your head. Yeah, sure, okay. Now step on, filthy assistants, and we have business to attend to. We're going to take a meeting. Dirty Mattios. Boy, it smells like dirty feet. Thanks for meeting me. But you know, and this is really bad of me, I know. This isn't really a date. Not really. I was hoping to convince you to buy my babies, you see. You see, I can't get my husband to do anything about it. He just says he's too busy and that I should stop generating new mood-altering drugs with the maker. But you're a big, strong man, and you need nutrition, and my ova are very well designed. Lots of traits. And I could really use about 20,000 for this operation I have to have without my husband's knowledge or consent. And I'm ovulating. You can use this. Thank God we ate before we came in here. All I have to do now is concentrate on keeping my lunch down where it's supposed to be. You really do moan at an Olympic level, don't you? This is a fine place to take an important business meeting. And here are our new friends. The tall one with the muscles is Shannon Yarrow, my bodyguard. The short one with the pout is my working assistant. I'm Joseph Stalin. Jean Kruma. This is Lockheed. We run the whole. And frankly, it's not the best time in the world to be an outlaw journalist out in public. Make it quick, Jerusalem. Lockheed? How are you spelling that? QI. I spent my 21st birthday in China. Where are your family from, QI? Hong Kong, 2 generations back. Last plane out of Paradise Bay when the isolationism came down. You know that place is so sealed off now that when I went there, they assumed Spider was my last name? They know nothing of the West anymore. Excuse me. Don't talk to me about being an outlaw journalist until your balls have dropped and you've gotten your first 20 scars. And don't try to order me around unless you want my bodyguard to defenestrate you. And you wouldn't want anything nasty to happen to your fenestrates, would you? So, it turns out that I'm very rich and can work without pay for some considerable time. This would, would the Whole be in the market for a completely free Spider Jerusalem weekly column? Get your copy of the Word here, not a fucking word in it about Spider Jerusalem. Wuxtree 1, shitbag newspaper loses spine readers. I don't get it. We can't offer you anything. Shit, we have to use a bunch of free hosting services to hold the feed site on. The hole is small, and basically because that's the only way we can handle it. And that's the beauty of it. It's mobile. It's difficult to track down. And it's outside the mainstream. The Word has to adhere to the rule of shareholders and corporate peers and the politicians it ate with and fed off. You don't. You don't even answer to your subscribers. Their choice whether they want to stay subscribed or not. Right? Excuse me. You don't even answer to your subscribers. Their choice whether they want to stay subscribed or not, right? Kind of like here. Writing for distribution all over the whole, I can say what I want to say, unedited and uncontrolled. And I can say it in basic black and white to anyone who wants to listen. Deal. Damn it, QI. You said we'd get to talk about this before we agreed. When do you want to start? When do you want to start? Drink with me. The rat in the butt plug. Rod was here again. So they said, we can't insure you. You're a serial head transplant fetishist. So I said, you're a bloody pirate, charging me all this money in your brothel, but telling me at the last minute I can't buy sex insurance? And she said, well, what if you suddenly lop off my girl's head and screw it onto your neck pipe? I said, I haven't got a fucking neck pipe. What do you think I am? She said, I think you're one of those people who gets off by stealing other people's heads and wearing them. So I said, well, yes, but I would like 37 drinks right fucking now. Right you are, sir. Sorry about the wait, sir. Old internal flywheel takes a moment to spin up to speed, you know. 37 random drinks, is that? Make them all whiskey. Be right back. Something's not right. I can feel it in my left testicle, the one with a piece of masonry nail in it. You and Yelena armed? Yeah. Shit here. Please, God, write something intelligent. Crack for fun. Something sweet. Wash that pic. It's his asshole in the mirror there. Jerusalem. Mr. President. Uh-oh. Well, swear for food. Back to basics. 2 of 3. Same people. Well, maybe a couple new people here. Ha 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 ha. Oh, this is sad. It really is. What's so fucking funny? This is. You are. I mean, who's running your operation? One of the goddamn sex puppets? If you really wanted to kill me, you had much better opportunities to do it than this. Believe me, we really want to kill you. No, you don't. If you really wanted to kill me, I'd be dead already. I mean, you agree with me, don't you? Okay, I can tell with you in that anyone suit, but Christ, how hard is it? I'm a drunk and a drugs user. I have to spend 3 hours a day on the John. Kill me then. Heh. Kill me on the crapper. Who the hell's gonna come looking for me? You think my filthy assistants will say, hey, Spider's been violently shitting himself for an awful long time. Let's go look? You're a prick. He's right, man. This is a crappy operation profile you wrote. Shut up. We're wearing the fucking suits. He hasn't made shit. We should just take off. He's made us. Oh, no. Hold on. It says, shut up. He said, we should just take off. He's made us. And the guy says, we're wearing the fucking suits. He hasn't made shit. And as for you, who outfitted you? Where'd you get that gun? Lego? My dick's bigger than that gun. Look, I tell you what. Here's my wallet. I'll buy you a new gun and you can come back and kill us with it. Damn. Wow. Be wanting them 37 drinks now, I expect. Where in the hell did you get that gun? Bought two a few days before we left Puritan Mews. You okay? Everyone okay? My one's dead. I aimed for driving his nose bone up into his brain. Can't see his face to his cheek. Screw the guns. Where the hell did you learn to gunfight? Places you never want to go. You two okay? I'll be fine as soon as someone tells me what the fuck has happened to my life. If I tell you, you think I'm a classic paranoid. Try us. President Smiler says hello. He's caused local talent to be hired, of course, probably cops. No actual professional would get within a mile of a gig like this. Way too convenient, me and my associates being found shot dead. But that wasn't the point. I mean, he wouldn't exactly weep buckets if I got killed. But this wasn't about killing me. Stand back, this is G-sanitized and ID trash can. You don't want any of these to get on you. This was about saying hello. This is about saying I haven't forgotten you, and I'm going to destroy you. That's the enemy this time, you see. The beast was sick, but he played by the usual rules of engagement. But the Smiler is genuinely insane. What is that stuff? ID trash can. Leaves nothing behind that can be identified by anybody. Just leaves a little heap of charred and unraveled DNA. I feel like that, you know. I feel like that sometimes, you know. Shouldn't we be taking off their disguise suits and, I don't know, telling someone? I'm not saying call the cops, just in case, but there must be something. Wrong rules. This is about sending messages. Excuse me, but are you alright? I'm so alone. I don't have any friends. I keep eating them. Me too. Really? Uh-huh. Hungry? What? Step on, my children. Nothing to worry about. Just another day in the city. Hey, no one's tried to kill me before. I'm allowed to be mildly concerned. Only natural, but don't let it rule your life. Be straight with me. You telling me the president sanctioned your murder and that of anyone associating with you at the time? No idea. My powers are many and various, but I don't do mind reading yet. But no more buts. This is just the way things are now. Just someone telling us what time it is. The column. The plan. You in? QI already said. I heard what QI already said. I'm asking you. Or is it Key? It's probably Key. I heard what Key already said. I'm asking you. Unless you give a shit too, then it's pointless. Journalism is for the madly passionate. It's for the intense and the half-fucking mad. And the people who give a shit. That's what I've been wanting to hear you say. Let's do the job right. Disconnect. Bullying babies all over city. Disconnect rescue squads try to help city people before heads burst with rage. Disconnect drug. Good for you. Real world bad. Makes sick. Rivers of puke. Drug good. This is the news. Sponsored by Disconnect. It tasted like chives, and I thought, you know, this can't be my placenta. It's only then I realized that the doctor was wearing chef's whites. I think we have to recognize that these are confusing times. And that we... No, hold on. We gotta do it right. I think we have to recognize that these are confusing times, and that we have many enemies. Bravely extending the grounds of national security is a mild, common-sense step, Robert. No one's ever made me come. But it's because I keep shooting them. Well, obviously children are very clearly ill-prepared for accelerated modern competitive society. That's why we had Julian addicted to Freak Green. He has to fight the puppy for his morning fix. He has a wonderfully strong grip. SPK off newsfeed, hacked by activists, replaced by footage of 6 female English terrorists being raped and killed in Dublin. 85% of audience noticed no difference from usual SPKF feed. More after these messages. Nothing on, so turn it off. Nah, we get more channels in this hotel. Need to check them all. Thing 1 and thing 2. A thing, rather. You prefer this hotel? I don't intend to get attached to it. I know we'll be moving again in the morning. Where's Shannon? She went for a nap while you dozed off. Says fights tend to wipe her about a bit. Spider? Yeah. How many people have you killed? Truth. 16. Fucking hell, Spider. All in self-defense like today, pretty much. Pretty much? Yeah, one exception. Tell me. What? What in the world? I've started writing again. He'd be pleased about that if he knew. I don't dare tell the bastard. He'll only want to read it. Not ready for that yet, but I've got to get what's happening down on paper so I can get it out of my head. He's just left the hotel without a word, gone out into the street and start displaying himself in front of the public. He's just taking his pants off. I think he's going to try and get someone to read the tattoo on his penis again. He's convinced it reads, "Read my scripture, I will never abandon the city I love." But everyone forced to see it claims that it says rat, and even then only if you squat and give the wrinkle the benefit of the doubt. When I first met him, I thought he was mad. After a while, I realized he was just angry. Now I'm starting to wonder if he's ill, because he's starting to forget things, and he wasn't dozing when Shannon left the room. Illusion lost. Hype fixes cyberstalking. Look at that. The contrail? That'll be one of the new shuttles from Launchport North. No. The naked man. And so freed, I start to write. Wildflower. I like this. Almost looks realistic. Back to basics, 3 of 3. It's my baby, you see. She beats me. What? So you have to put me on television. Good morning, Mr. McX. They're waiting for you in room 11. Aye! Voice Diary, Robert McX, Tuesday. The secret of my infestation of intelligent venereal worms remains safe for another horrible day. Morning. I have a commentary to record by 1, and I need my crack media squad to tell me what's new in politics today. Does anyone know what felching is? No, why? Someone said they did it to me last night, but I don't remember anything. This is not important unless you were being felched by the Smiler, Femi. This is politics, children. This is politics. Okay, hold on. That's a period, but it looked funny. This is politics, children. Worse, this is television. Gunner, get that fucking spike out of your neck, you wee freak. I finally got the maker codes for Hitler's Urine Man, circa 1940. It's like amphetamines, Congress with 10-dimensional time gods wanting to take a dump in my girlfriend's cleavage and needing to see Czechoslovakia all at once. It'll help with work, really. Ye gods and little fishes. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. What is it you hedonistic turds doing here all day anyway? Check all the feed sites, see what's what. Very hard, costs lots of money. If I'm reading this correctly, and I realize I'm not a media specialist here, then you set up voice-activated system to search the media for you. Specialist tool, very hard. Computer, find me something new for Christ's sake. The Union will have its nuts on the hibachi for this. Who was Hitler? Rockstar. He was in Led Zeppelin. Fucked goats and wrote the old national anthem. Blew up Auckland in the Blitz. Wasn't all bad then, was he? History's a wonderful thing, see? We learn from it. I think I'm gonna come. Now I know why I hired a media team in the first place. You can't bloody find anything on this thing. I mean, how do you tell all these names apart? What does the whole mean? The whole. New column by. Well, you wee bastard. Good morning, my dirty little city. My name's Spider Jerusalem. I used to write for a newspaper called The Word, but they decided that they didn't like me anymore because I did a bad thing. I followed all their rules, but I just kept on telling the truth, so they fired me. So now I'm free and on the loose, which I don't think was the desired effect. Free! Free! It's not what he does, though. For the love of God, show me something funny. Running Mitchell Royce's log preferences. Good morning, my dirty little city. Let's see what you've got then. I'm warning you, it had better include hellbillies being shot with tasers. Spider. There are now people all over town muttering, he's not dead? Shit, this is awkward. No, I'm not dead. I cannot be killed. My own assistants have tried to kill me, but like Rasputin, I notice not the poison and laugh at their ice picks. Shoot me in the lungs and I'll snarl and spit nicotine tar at you from the bullet holes. You thought I was dead, but I sailed away on a wave of mutilation. And now I'm back. The big rock in front of the cave rolled away, gnawing on my nail holes and wondering which Roman ass to kick first. Because I'm not back to have fun. Oh no. I'm back to do business. I am in a fine tradition of city businessmen with sickening motives, though do not fear. Take, for instance, political resurrectee Fred Christ, humiliated one-time transient activist turned transient religious supremo. You thought me dead, but I sailed away on a wave of mutilation. I want to know what I can do about this. Short of outlawing him? Nothing. Can we lay our hands on him? Oh, we can find him. People forget. Everyone inhales a camera in their title breath once every 6 minutes. But there's a difference between finding him and finding him legally. We couldn't, for instance, prosecute him off the air. We don't have a way to apply legal pressure to him. He must be operating without journalist insurance. Prove it. He's tangled his money very effectively. I doubt if even he knows what he's got and what he doesn't. Mr. President, we have more important things to concentrate on than Spider Jerusalem. Okay, all right. You're right. Shall we get back to work? Right, the Constitution. Where do you want to start? Cutting. That bastard. Now here's the thing. Fred's fraudulent church has already been exposed as part financing the vat-grown ringer vice presidential candidate run by right-wing elements of the party previously in opposition as the Smiler's running mate. And he somehow got away with that, just a slap on the wrist. Because no one wanted to prosecute a religious representative of a minority group so recently traumatized by the rigged transient riots of 3 years ago. Fred's a fake. No, he's worse. He's a knowing, callous fake whose lies and personal agenda repeatedly expose those around him to lethal danger and criminal prosecution. Fred Christ is alleged by infamous longtime city pimp Lindsay Bishop, also employed at the Hotel Avalon, to have paid for the transient prostitutes Bishop admits he had sent to Gary Callahan's suite at the Avalon when he was on the stump here last year. I'm this city's preeminent spiritual figure, you little fuck. You can't arrest me like a common criminal. Shut up, gray boy. Shut your mouth, Christ. You've got nothing. Nothing but the word of some gutter hack with access to the feed. Oh, I'm sorry. He said, I mean it. There'll be a riot if you continue to humiliate me in the middle of the fucking street like this. And then, of course, he tells him, shut your mouth. And he says, you got nothing but the word of, Spider. I don't run any whores, and no one can prove I do. Arrest this Lindsay Bishop. See what he's got to say. I know Procurer Lindsay Bishop disappeared on his way home from work a week ago. Never got home. Not been seen since. Presumed dead. Christ, like that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Now. Yes. Now. Ah. God, I never knew that readership numbers could make me so horny. Want to look at them again? Give me a minute. But enough of filthy politics and the unbounded fuckery of our president, fuckery and foul dealings that I, of course, was fired from a major metropolitan newspaper for discussing, while his attractive and intelligent wife remains essentially trapped in California with their children, wondering what she did to deserve such callous treatment, other than to somehow love the grinning bastard. No wonder their oldest child has been found wandering the streets of his town, full of enough booze and uppers to make 6 hippos shit themselves and sprint, shooting out windows with a Ruger Super Blackhawk, and proclaiming to neighbors and cops that you can't touch me, pigs. My dad runs the fucking country. Borb, Herg, puke. Enough of that. Let me tell you how it's gonna be. I am free to write what I want, when I want, and you have to come to me to read me. This is not the same deal as picking up a newspaper for the sports and the TV listings and getting a piece of me too. You actually have to sit down and poke your feed site reader and come to me. And I will tell you things that will make you laugh. And I will tell you things that will make you uncomfortable. And I will tell you things that make you really fucking angry. And I will tell you things that no one else is telling you. What I won't do is bullshit you. I'm here for the same thing you are. The truth. My name's Spider Jerusalem, and here's the horrible truth. I'm just like you. I live down on the street with you. And I know what it's like down here. And I know possibly better than you how bad it gets. And I know whose fault it is. We're all stuck here together after all. Might as well make the best of it. Shit. So now what? Oh, leave him alone for God's sake. Now what? Now what do we do, Spider? I mean, great. You're writing what you want to write, and you've got a broadcaster for it. But it's not a job. You're not getting paid. We're not getting paid. We can't all live off your money forever. Spider, I'm sticking with you, but you have to understand, I want this to be over. I want to be able to go home. And I don't think you understand that this is a dead end here. This isn't a job anymore. It's a mission. We're going to bring down the presidency. And there you have it, folks. We're getting to the next part of Transmetropolitan. Business. Alright, folks. So that's it. And we will see you next time with more Transmetropolitan on Grimm's Comics Corner.